Realistic standards are killing your gains. Now, of course, this title is a little bit of a meme, but it's also me being kind of serious. In this video, I want to talk about setting realistic standards, who gets to set them, whether or not this is actually beneficial to you making gains, and about the type of content that engages in this sort of narrative of, natural lifters not expecting too much, setting, again, quote unquote, realistic standards and being kind of careful to push for too much, to want too much, to expect too much. Now, there are several different reasons for why I wanted to make this video that sort of inspired me to talk about this topic. And I've been sitting on this video for a while now because I was pretty busy working on the Primal Physique course, which you can go check out down below. I've put a lot of work into that course, so if you're interested and you don't want to hop on video coaching calls, but you do need some help, you do need advice when it comes to working out, you can go ahead and check it out. That being said, this video, in my opinion, is an important one to make, even though it might make me a little bit unpopular amongst the people watching this. And I expect some negative comments if this video gets a somewhat substantial amount of views. I expect some downvotes or dislikes or whatever. But the truth is that I want you guys to achieve results. That's why I make these videos. That's why I chose to make this type of content in the first place. I want to help other people get results, get in good shape. Before I did coaching, before I had actual clients, I was helping friends of mine, acquaintances of mine, get into working out. I was giving them advice. At some point, I started making actual workout programs for friends and acquaintances. So I am pretty personally invested here. And let me tell you right now that what you think realistic standards are is probably bullshit. And even if it's not bullshit, it's probably killing your gains. If you think of the types of videos online, on Instagram, for example, that promote this kind of narrative, what you usually have is the sort of modern trend is a guy showing a decent but not super impressive physique and saying, this is what I look like after X years of lifting, after fucking 15 years of lifting, 18 years of lifting. And the guy looks like he's in decent shape. He's okay, but he doesn't have a crazy physique. And of course, the psychology behind these kinds of videos is pretty simple. What this video is trying to do is appeal to your emotional feel-good side. So instead of being kind of tough love, instead of kicking you in the ass to get you going, right, to push you to your limits, get you to challenge yourself, maybe not even push you to your limit, maybe push you to do anything at all, these videos make you feel good in the moment. Why? Because the guy has been lifting for a very, very long time in these videos. I've been lifting for 18 years and I look like shit. He's been lifting for a long time and he doesn't have some crazy, impressive physique. What does that mean for you? It means you don't have to feel as bad about not being in good shape. And on the surface level, sort of mindless social media NPC level, you might think that's a good thing. But the question is, does it benefit you? No. Why not? Because it means you set the bar low. It means you set realistic standards for what to expect. People will tell you, oh, it's a good thing to be transparent about this stuff. And to an extent it is. But the truth of the matter is, if you feel good about where you're at, physique-wise, are you really going to do a ton to change it? Are you going to do as much to change it as if you thought there was, light years to go? No, of course not. And I'm talking about male psychology here, because I do think this is a little bit different for women. Women do thrive a little bit more on positive reinforcement. But for you guys watching, be honest. Watching content like that, are you working out like a fucking maniac? No. This kind of content reinforces the excuses you tell yourself. This kind of content makes you think to yourself, oh, it's okay if I take it a little bit easy. I'll make progress, but I won't make a ton of progress. So, it's fine. Maybe even it's fine to not work out at all. And it's so funny to me how these types of influencers are then sort of celebrated as having a positive impact, as being like the good guys of the physique, of the fitness industry, rather. Are they? Are they, though? Because what I think they are is people who have found a clever way to capitalize on your bitch ass side. On the fact that every single one of us has, even if it's just a little bit, has even the tiniest bit of little bitch ass fucking loser inside of him. And they have found a way to capitalize on that. And the guys who have a pretty significant chunk of little bitch ass loser inside of them, those guys are, everywhere. So they get hooked on this shit. And they watch this content en masse. You really think these guys are on your side? If these guys were the good guys, wouldn't they want you to get results? See, I want you to get results. So I don't tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what I think you need to hear. And that might make you like me less, but it is going to get you results if you follow my advice. And if you don't, I don't give a fuck. What am I going to do? The best I can do is give you advice, give you a kick in the ass, and be straightforward about it. And what inspired me to make this video, or motivated me to make it, besides this kind of, oh, I've been lifting for 17 years and I look like fucking shit type of content, was that a friend of mine a guy I know, when I sort of briefly talked to him about getting more serious about lifting or getting back into lifting, I forget which one it was about, but I think he's been sort of on and off lifting. He's not really consistent, but he wants to get into it every now and then. And he's actually inspired me to make videos like these in the past as well. If you're watching this, you probably know who you are. So I was talking to him, and he asked me, "What do you think of these fitness influencers?" And he sent me 2 profiles. I assume because he kind of knew these guys and he was curious what I think about their advice, etc., whether he should continue to watch them. And I didn't know the 2 guys, so I didn't really say too much. I looked at their advice, it looked okay. But looking back at it, one of the things I think sticks out to me, looking back, is that at least one of those 2 guys was not jacked. He was not jacked. I think he was a pretty skinny, normal-looking dude. Now, I'm a little bit too dressed to show my physique right now, but I'm going to throw up a picture right here so you know what I look like. I am not some random schmo giving you advice. And I think this is important to keep in mind as well. You take this kind of advice from people who have been lifting for 17 years and look like shit. Maybe, just maybe, they aren't the people to take advice from. A guy that was pretty popular a while back was this, I think, James Smith guy, something like that was his name. And he was a personal trainer. I think he's a sort of colleague or business partner of Chris Williamson, the guy with the podcast. And he would talk about, oh, you can consume sugar, you can eat sugary stuff as long as you do it in moderation. He would talk about, oh, you don't need to get super low body fat percentage because it's actually kind of hard. It makes life unpleasant. Look at me. I don't walk around with like a full 6-pack type of shit. And he's not in terrible shape, the guy. He's in good shape. But he's also not in incredible shape. I think there was a video of him training with, I forget, might have been the Chris Williamson guy. And in that video, he struggled to bench 2 plates. I think. It might have been a little bit more. I don't want to spread false information here. But it wasn't like an impressive number. And this guy has been a personal trainer forever. The thing is, you can just be kind of sort of fit, kind of sort of healthy. But what you have to keep in mind is that if that's what you're aiming for, that's all you're ever going to be. And the truth is, you could be way more. And no, it doesn't take a super crazy lifestyle that is like completely incompatible with a normal life. You can have a regular job, you can go to university full time and look pretty fucking crazy. And this is not just about looks. This is also about performance. Looks is just an easy sort of social media metric because you can see people. You can get in incredible shape as a natural athlete, a natural lifter, a natural bodybuilder, whatever. you can look insane. You can perform insane feats of natural physical prowess. But you can only do so if you actually believe you can. And this is where I kind of want to get into the alternative to this type of shit. Because again, it'll make you feel good about not doing a lot, about not working out hard, about not being strict with your diet, that type of stuff. It will make you feel good, definitely. But do you need to feel good? Do you need to feel good, let's be exact here, about not doing shit? Hell no. What you need to feel good about is hard work. If you want to go far, the people you should take advice from, if you take any advice, are the people who have achieved impressive results. You should look at people like natural hypertrophy, Alex Leonidas, Joffrey Verity Schofield, natty lifters who have achieved crazy physiques, who are crazy strong. And they are out there. Not to toot my own horn, but I think I have a pretty impressive physique. Even though I'm not training that specifically for looks, I think it looks pretty fucking sick. More importantly, though, I am very athletically capable. Despite the fact that I'm like 190 pounds. More even by now. I made some of the craziest gains I've ever made, sports-wise and sort of just lifting-wise, last year. And I've continued to make those gains, but last year as a sort of full-on year, and as the year when this started to really pick up again, last year was defined by the fact that I started being delusional again. And this sounds like a crazy ass statement. But the truth is, if you're a little bit delusional, you will achieve more. See, I don't talk about this stuff from my sort of ivory tower, right? I'm not sitting on my high horse here saying, oh, how could you watch this content that makes you feel good? Nah, like, I saw that shit in the past. I looked at some James Smith ass motherfuckers and thought, oh, great, I don't even need a six pack because this guy on the screen said I can feel good about not having one. And it doesn't actually matter here whether you want a six pack or not. This should obviously apply to your specific goals. But you should also try to go hard on those goals. Like if you're a strong man and you actually want to go hard on being a strong man, it doesn't matter if you have a six pack or not. But if you want to be all around athletic, if you want to be a hybrid, right? If you want the kind of body you can build with the program down below, then you should be lean. Hell yeah. You should be eating a pretty strict diet, and you should also be going hard on your training. Again, I've seen this content in the past. Younger me got hooked on this type of shit as well. But the times where I performed the best were always times where I was training really hard. And those were not the times where I was watching this kind of bullshit. And last year, I went full delusion mode again. You know who's my sort of inspiration for getting jacked? Fucking fictional characters is who. This shit might sound cringe to some of you watching, but the truth is, I look at fucking anime characters and go, yeah, fuck yeah. I want to be absurdly jacked and also crazy agile. I want that shit. I want to be like 95 kilograms and jump around like a limber fucking ninja. That might sound really, really dumb to you as you're listening to it right now. But the truth is, going full delusion mode and actually saying, that's what I'm going to do, that's what I want, made me get gains so much more effectively than I did at any point before. It's actually crazy. And it's not like I wasn't knowledgeable on training. It's not like I didn't have experience before. Like, I've been lifting for 10 years. And I've trained before that as well. So I had a lot of knowledge. I had a lot of experience. I knew how to train. It's just that I thought, there's not that much to expect anymore. These limiting beliefs are keeping you small, are keeping you weak, are keeping you less powerful than you could and should be. If you want to be some average fucking schmo who's in okay shape, which in this day and age is like slightly above average, maybe, because there's a ton of people actually training hard. If that's what you want, go watch some fucking guy tell you that his physique looks like shit after training really hard and really seriously for 18 years. I doubt it, motherfucker. I've seen these fucking videos of these people. Some of these guys look like I did after fucking 5 or 6 years of training. How is that humanly possible if you've been training for almost 2 decades? Like, motherfucker, maybe you have just not trained hard. All this is to say, be fucking delusional. Your inspiration should not be some dude with like slightly visible abs and a sort of toned triceps. Your inspiration should be some absurdly jacked fucking comic book character who can pulverize people with a snip of his finger or some shit. That should be your inspiration. And it sounds dumb, but take that guy as an inspiration. Be delusional. Be absurd about this shit and see where it takes you. Because the truth is, I am more jacked than you are. I am more powerful than you are. And I do this shit. I don't listen to these motherfuckers. And I guess the question is, do you want to feel good right now? Do you want to set limiting beliefs for yourself? Another one of these, by the way, let me mention this as well before I bring this video to a close. This whole natural limit bullshit. Your natural potential. Oh, I've reached my natural potential. Fuck that shit. You know the guys who are the most jacked as natty lifters are the ones that don't think about the fucking natural potential? That shit is for fucking losers. You gotta be 100% delusional, bro. It's so fucking funny to say this shit, but it's real. It's true. You gotta be fucking bonkers, bro. Completely retarded. Full retard mode. You gotta be that like protagonist in the story who's just a little bit of an idiot, but he trains like a maniac. And he keeps getting more and more like jacked and OP because he does these absurd training routines. He goes crazy hard. That's who you need to be. Fuck the natural potential. Fuck the natural limit. The natural potential is what I say it is. That's it. And anyone who says otherwise is a fucking pussy. It's really that simple, bro. All right. I've mentioned it before. If you want to get in great shape, you can go to the course down below. Check it out. The course is for a powerful, capable body that is capable in many ways, that is athletic in many ways. So we're not looking to just look pretty. We're not looking to have great powerlifting stats or some shit. This is a course and a program. There's training regimes included as well that are designed to make you all around capable, all around powerful, just a physically impressive specimen. Primal Physique course down below. Go check it out. If you want more of a personal one-on-one assistance with your fitness journey, go ahead and hit me up either over on Coffee, or you can send me a DM on Instagram as well. And yeah, we can talk details. I can make you a personalized training program so you can achieve the goals you actually want to achieve, not just the ones you're told are realistic in lifting, in other athletic endeavors. Whatever your goals are, we're going to get you there. If you like this video, if you found it inspiring, if you learned something, go ahead and drop a like down below. Leave a comment if you have something to say, or you just want to push the algorithm for me. And if you want to see more videos of mine in the future, go ahead and subscribe. I make videos like these on fitness. I also talk about general health and some philosophy type stuff on occasion. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and subscribe and activate the notification bell if you want notifications. That's going to be it. I'll see you guys in the next one. And until then, have a good one.